Hey, Brent Jacobs here with the RYBA Coaching Development Committee. This video will take you through the different coaching resources we have created for RYBA and some additional resources that are available out there. First off, though, if you have any questions or comments, you can contact the committee through coaches@rybamn.com. To get to the material, start off by going to the RYBA website. On the home page here, you can navigate to the coaching page. For K through 2, I suggest you start off at the skills section here. So I'll go through kindergarten, give you an example of what to look for here. So in this Google Doc here, at the top, in each grade is laid out the same way. But there's some different goals that we want to be able to achieve really by the end of the year. And so in the different areas are throwing, receiving or catching, fielding, hitting, running, and then some basic knowledge of the game. And then below that is a progression for each one of those skills. And that has some more details on teaching these different skills. Now, you can go through this and then apply that to the different drills or the practice plans. But this is really just some more details on how to teach some of the skills within the drills that are part of the practice plan. So my recommendation is for your grade, bring up this document, read through it, and then go through the practice plans and the drills. And I think those will make a lot more sense, right? Or you'll have a lot better idea of how to go implement those things then. But so for example here, for the throwing, we start out by teaching a proper grip, four-seam grip. We work on just picking the ball off the ground and getting into that proper grip each time, showing it to a player or parent to verify that they do have the right grip. And then we break down the throwing motion. We throw from one knee, throw from a standing position. We work on getting them into a good position, and then throwing, as opposed to trying to put all the movements together at once and hope that it just happens. So, and then we have some pictures here to help visualize some of these different movements. Here's the four-seam grip. You can see she's gripping across the horseshoe, throwing from a knee. We work on getting in that T position, verifying that the elbow's up, kind of at the shoulder height. The ball is pointing away from the player. The glove is pointed in the direction that they're going to throw the ball. Here, it's basically the same thing, but just from a standing position as opposed to one knee. And then this is what the rotational portion looks like. Once they've made a T, now they're rotating into this position where the hips are facing forward. The elbow is still up at about shoulder height, and then release. And so we go through each one of these skills, and then provide some pictures to help with that then. All right, so if I go back then you take a look at the practice plans. So for kinder ball here, we have a practice plan for each of the scheduled practices. So in kinder ball, there's 10 practices. We have a practice plan for each of those. In first grade and second grade, we have 11 practices because they don't have a holiday like we do in kindergarten. for Memorial Day. So there's one more practice plan there. But if I go into the first practice plan, you can see it's broken down in different sections, and then each section is broken down in different drills. One thing to note, all of these practice plans assume that there's a shared field. So we have typically have two different circuits, one in the outfield, one in the infield, and the teams can split up that way and work on things in those two different areas. If you don't have a shared field, then you can go through circuit 1 first, or you can go through circuit 2 first. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes there's some order that's important within the drills, within a circuit, just a building of skills. And I think that's obvious once you look at the drills, if there is some ordering or not. But just something to be aware of. There is some of the practice plans do have a scrimmage component. You can scrimmage within your team, or just put, 7 or 8 players out on the field and then have the other players hit and just rotate through, whatever you want to do for that kind of thing. But anyway, within the different circuits, then there'll be some number of drills. And if you click on this fielding link for this first one, then you'll see some details behind this drill. And that first one was this fielding ready position grounder tunnels, I believe. So this just takes you through kind of what we're trying to accomplish with the drill. Here, we're just really trying to get them in a ready position, and then have them get in a position where their gloves in a good position, they are in front of the ball, those types of things. So, and then each different drill is set up exactly that same way. If you want to change out drills or whatever, that's fine. We've set up these practice plans such that it's kind of a progression to, in the first couple of practice plans, there's some level of evaluation of kind of where they're at, and then building those fundamental skills. And so each practice plan is trying to build on the previous one. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, again, you can reach us at coaches@rybamn.com. Thank you.